Hey everyone, Scott or the Scott Man, and we haven't done one of these in a while. Welcome back to another edition of Michigan Off the Beaten Path. We're out here in western Michigan today. We're going to be visiting two different cities here, which you may not have even heard of before. We're here in Allegan, Michigan, and this is where we're going to be starting the video, and later we'll be going to Plainwell, which is further east from here over by Highway 131. We're starting off the video here at what is the most iconic masterpiece of Allegan, the 2nd Street Bridge. It is a very beautiful truss bridge which spans about 225 feet of the Kalamazoo River. It was built back in 1886 and was even saved from demolition back in the early 1980s when it was fully restored back in 1983. Alright, so let's head over into town and let's go check it out. And across the street, that is the Regent Theater. It is a very beautiful historic theater. It was first put on movies and live vaudeville shows back in 1919, and even saw the neon marquee sign you see over there in the 1930s. It was closed for about a decade during the 1980s, and then it was reopened. And unfortunately, in the late 90s, due to some very heavy rainfall, the roof collapsed in the theater. But thankfully they were able to restore that back in 1999, and it's still putting on stuff today. Right in front of us, that is the Allegan County Historical Museum. It is located in the historic sheriff's residence and the old Allegan City Jail. It was run from about 1906 to 1963, but of course today it's not featured or is not being used as either of those. It's being used as the historical museum. And best of all, the museum is absolutely free to enter. I have to say, exploring Allegan has been absolutely incredible so far. Love walking around the city. Lots of beautiful architecture here, I have to say. Well, I should probably get some lunch, because yeah, what I like to do in my Michigan Off the Beaten Path videos, I do like to stop at one of the local restaurants along the way, and Minnie's restaurant across the street is just the one we'll go to. I've heard they have some delicious food in there. Alright, so let's head in. Alright, we're inside Minnie's restaurant. It's a very nice restaurant located here right in downtown Allegan, and they have a lot of great food options, from lots of great breakfast food to even some burgers, sandwiches, wraps, and salads. And speaking of salads, I'm actually getting a turkey cranberry salad for lunch today. Need to get something healthy for once. I've been eating a lot of unhealthy stuff lately, so I need to eat a little bit better. So we'll do just that. Now this is really delicious. The cherry vinaigrette sauce is very
Rich in cherry flavor, very sweet. I love the fact that there's a lot of walnuts in here too, and dried cranberries. And of course the turkey breast. Oh, this is delicious.
Now that was a good lunch. That salad is absolutely delicious and nice and healthy too. Got a lot more energy now, so I'm gonna go explore a little bit more of Allegan. But before we do that, again, the food was really good. And what's cool about Minnie's is that every item I saw on the menu before tax was under $10. So it is a great bargain option for some delicious food supporting your local restaurants. And during the pandemic right now, they're only open to 50% capacity, and I could tell that everybody was well spaced in there. The staff were wearing masks in there, so I felt pretty safe in there. But if you don't feel comfortable going to a restaurant, not a problem. They also offer takeaway as well. All right, there's a couple more areas I want to explore here in Allegan before we head over to the next city. And we're over in the northern part of Allegan here at JC Park. It is a beautiful park located along the Kalamazoo River. And what's cool is that we're walking on a bridge which can go across the river over to other parts of the city. But on a beautiful sunny day like today, it's a great opportunity to get out and get a little bit of exercise, even if it's just going for a little walk. Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed exploring Allegan today. It is such a beautiful small city that is off the beaten path. It's about a half hour south of Grand Rapids, half hour north of Kalamazoo, and it's probably about a half hour away from Lake Michigan. So yeah, if you're over in this area, definitely have to check out Allegan. I really enjoyed my visit here. But we're not going to end the video just yet because we're going to be heading to Plainwell. We just have to head east on M89. Alright, before we get to Plainwell, we're going to be driving through the city of Otsego. We just passed by the drive which takes over to Bittersweet Ski Area, which is the ski area here in the eastern part of Allegan County. But I figure, why not show a little driving segment as we go through Otsego. And we're about to enter the city limits now. The city of Otsego, not to be confused with Otsego County, which is up in northern lower Michigan, where Gaylord, Michigan is. But this is the city of Otsego. It was founded back in 1831 and it was named after Otsego Lake in New York State. And the word Otsego means, or it's a combination of two words. Ot, or Ot or OT for meeting place, and Sego for word of greeting. And it makes perfect sense because Otsego is very welcoming. And be a great place for meeting somebody to head over to the ski area. But yeah, what's cool about going off the beaten path and a lot of times staying off the freeways, whether you're here in Michigan or anywhere else, is that you get to see all sorts of cool things off the beaten path. And we're about to come into downtown Otsego now. Yeah, I got quite a bit of people shopping right now. A lot of different stores, even some restaurants along in here too. I almost consider stopping here too to film a little bit more than just this, but we're seeing a lot of great views of Otsego right along M89. But it's like I did not want to not cover this at all, so I wanted to drive through downtown like we are in this video. We're only about 3 miles away from Plainwell. And welcome to Plainwell, Michigan. This beautiful city is also known as the Island City because it is in the middle of the Kalamazoo River. This is kind of similar to Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I went a few years ago, because Grand Rapids is also on an island. Plainwell got its place on the map thanks to some of the many plank toll roads which were built back in the 1850s connecting Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids. But today, the plank roads are gone. You got Highway 131, which is toll-free, and in here you get a lot of great shops and restaurants and a lot of great parks. And here's the Kalamazoo River, just over here. Well, the eastern part of the Kalamazoo River, because as I was saying just moments ago, Plainwell is located within the Kalamazoo River as an island. So this is the eastern branch of the river. Just south of downtown, both the west and east branches of the Kalamazoo River come back together. And then the same goes with if you go up that way. And over across the eastern branch of the Kalamazoo River, this is Sherwood Park, and even have a very beautiful Veterans Memorial here. And we're over by Fanny Pell Park, and that historic building back there, that used to be the Plainwell Paper Mill. Unfortunately, it ended up ceasing its operations back around 2000, and they're going to be repurposing the area for different uses. So we'll have to wait and see what ends up coming out of that whole complex. But I saw that as I was coming into Plainwell, and parts of it was even being demolished as we speak. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that back in 1886, this was originally founded as the Michigan Paper Company Mill. It was founded on January 26, 1886 by 25 different businessmen. And then in 2000 when it closed down and it was turned over to the city of Plainwell. And we've made over to Hicks Park, almost back to where we started here in our walk here in Plainwell. And this is where we'll conclude the video. But yeah, this has been a beautiful walk. It's been a little chilly out today. It's around 41 degrees Fahrenheit or like 5 degrees Celsius, but not all that bad, especially when the sun's out. But yeah, I've had such a great time walking around Plainwell. Very charming, or a nice charming downtown area. Lots of parks along both sides of the Kalamazoo River. And yeah, it was really cool walking around this island city. And not only that too, but I also enjoyed heading over to Allegan earlier, exploring the downtown area over there and checking out that beautiful historic 2nd Street Bridge. This is why you go off the beaten path, my friends, because you'll see a lot of amazing, cool things that you may not get to see if you're going to all the more tourist-driven areas. So if you're looking to go off the beaten path here in southern Michigan, or especially out here in the western part of the Lower Peninsula, definitely check out both Allegan and Plainwell. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video and this edition of Michigan Off the Beaten Path. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out.